This episode is brought to you by FX's feud, Capote versus the Swans. Inspired by actual events, the series tells the story of Truman Capote and the women he betrayed. The original housewives. They were society's most elite women. Rich, glamorous socialites who defined a bygone era of high society New York. From creator Ryan Murphy, this drama series features an all-star cast, including Naomi Watts, Demi Moore, and Diane Lane. FX's feud premieres January 31st on FX Stream on Hulu.
Get ready for a little elfin magic. Hey everybody, it's Kelly Wilkness here with Anita Joyce, and this is Decorating Tips and Tricks. And today we're talking Christmas decorating ideas. Perfect. Now I'm really in the mood.
Well, I think I hear Santa is off in the distance.
Well, we better get ready. Yes. Well, for this season, the Christmas season, my personal mantra is LLL, lovely, live, and less. So that's what I'm going to be doing this year, and I'm really excited about it. I did give away 2 Christmas trees, and I was excited about that too because it opened up a tremendous amount of space in my storage area. And I made... Well, it's actually the same person because I'm just bestowing them on someone who is Christmas crazy like I really used to be. And they want to put up multiple trees. So that one person is so thrilled to have my 2 other trees. And I'm so thrilled to do lovely, live, and less this year. So lots of live stuff, branches, garlands, flowers, berries. I'm going to be tucking things in all over my house. And guess what, everybody? I don't have to store that because soon after the new year, it will be crunchy and it will become compost for my garden.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's just a full circle of wonderfulness.
You know, I have done some similar decluttering with my Christmas things and have given quite a few things away. And of course, the deal was you have to take it now. And it cannot be stored in my house, Evie.
Oh, yeah. We're talking about someone in particular. Yes.
Want this lit garland and all these other Christmas things. So I have whittled everything down to just a few boxes. I still have 2 Christmas trees, but there's, I think, some little trees in the attic that someone needs to take.
Yes.
To their apartment. Evie.
And it's a good time now. She'll be excited. We're edging on the season. I mean, we hear the sleigh bells, so it's time. I think the husband who came to pick up the 2 trees that I was giving away was a little confused as to why that was happening in July. But like you, I was like, it's now or never, my dear friend. Take them now. Or they're going to Goodwill. But all this being said, Anita and I have dug deep and we've come up with some fabulous ideas for you to decorate and items for you to decorate with, because it is fun to add a little something, whether you're doing live stuff or whether you're going to add something to the top of your tree or for your table. We have so many wonderful ideas today.
Well, that's right. And we're not suggesting you throw everything out or give everything away. I mean, that was a bad start, I guess. Get rid of all your stuff. We don't really mean it that way. What we're saying is it now is a great time to go through your Christmas decor and get rid of the stuff that you're not using, the extra stuff that really doesn't look so good. And again, if you're not using it, then why keep it? Move that on out the door to someone else. And I think it's fine buying new stuff, but just to be careful that, you buy the stuff that you really like. And I think buy things that are of good quality that you will keep year to year.
Yes, and even some things that you can keep up all year round. And I think we'll talk about 1 or 2 things like that. So I'm going to start out with something that's super Christmassy and definitely not live, but it is fabulous. And if you wanted to use it as instead of a wreath, or I think it's a great idea to hang it from your newel post if you have a staircase, or you could use it on an inside door. It doesn't have to be on your front door. And it's a very Christmassy swag from a very cool company, Hammacher Schlemmer. They have been around for 174 years, and their tagline is the best, only, and unexpected. And I do remember that catalog coming to my house when I was growing up, and I always wanted to go through it. And it was always sort of over the top, amazing things, or things that they would have a nutcracker, but it would be 6 foot tall, and they would have an amazing vintage style bicycles. They just had a lot of cool stuff. But this particular item is a cordless pre-lit swag. It comes in silver or gold. It's $69.95, and it is that swag shape. So sometimes a wreath just doesn't work for whatever reason. This is a really lovely shape, and it's very classy looking. So I think it would fit in with just about anybody's decor. And if that's the only thing you wanted to put in, say, your entry hanging from your, as I mentioned, the newel post, or on your front door, or maybe hang from the front of a cabinet, like if you do have one of those china cabinets that we've talked about, or some sort of hutch, you could hang it from the front of that, and maybe your dishes or your crystals behind it would be super pretty and sparkly.
You know I love dishes. Mm-hmm. So my first item is a beautiful, well, you can get the whole set or just one plate or 6 or however many you want. It is the 12 Days of Christmas dessert plates. Each plate represents one of the days of Christmas. So the first day is the partridge in a pear tree. So they have, a partridge in a pear tree plate. These are really beautiful, unique plates. They were designed by Emily Maud. They're $18 a piece, and you can get as many as you want. I found these at Anthropologie, and they're just very fun and unique, and they don't look like something mass-produced. I mean, because they look kind of more artsy and fun, and there's lots of animals on them. So, yeah, I thought that was a great thing for your table. I have my Spode Christmas dishes that I've had for a long time. After Thanksgiving, I get those out, and we use those for the entire month of December. But I think they're just something that really adds to the fun and the festive feel of the holiday, and my family loves it when those dishes come out.
Well, they must hear the sleigh bells in the background. Do you ring the sleigh bells when the dishes come out?
I need to.
I've heard you mention this before, but I don't think it dawned on me that you're actually using those Spode Christmas dishes for the whole month. I love that. Why not? I mean, that's 1 out of 12. That's pretty practical in my book.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, I have a lot of them, so it would be very sad to use them for just one day. Then I would really feel like it's a waste of space.
Yeah.
And it really was a waste. So if I use them for the whole month, I feel like, okay, I've gotten my money's worth. We're enjoying them. And it just makes it feel so fun.
Yes, and really, transitioning to that holiday season. So if anybody's listening and you've got those Spode dishes, my mom's listening, she has them because I know I was buying them year after year as gifts. Oh, this year's the gravy boat and the salt and pepper, right? Drag them out. I want to see you all using them all year. Well, not all year. I want to see you using them all month like Anita does. That is a fabulous idea. But just getting back to like the hostess idea with those Anthropologie plates, one would be lovely. Maybe you put some, like a treat on top of it, maybe some biscotti or some Christmassy something, maybe a tiny little fruitcake or something. Put one of them in a cellophane bag or something, tied up with a pretty bow.
Oh,
yay. Come to my house with that. I love it.
Well, and I have to mention while I'm talking about them that there is a table runner that you can get in addition to the plates or just the table runner. But it also has the 12 Days of Christmas on it. So all the images that are on the plates are on this table runner. And it is a dark navy, kind of like a denim color. And so it's really striking and beautiful. This is also from Anthropologie. Same designer, Emily Maud. And the runner is about $48.
Oh, so fun. Okay, so I'm going up to the top of your tree now. Tree toppers are very important. Peter and I have had the same tree topper for all the years we've been married. Someone was so nice at our wedding to give us a gift certificate to this fabulous store in Soho, Wolfman Gold. I don't think they're there anymore, but she was definitely a front runner. The woman who ran this shop, everything was in creams and some golds and blacks. You really weren't seeing that at that time. I just loved it. And we got this very generous gift certificate. So we got plates, and I'm sure Peter had the best time. I feel like we were in there one entire weekend.
You must have been newlyweds because I know our husbands don't really go shopping with us anymore.
Not so much, although Peter started going to the Rose Bowl with me, which I love.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But anyway, we got to the point where we bought a lot of gorgeous dishes and still have a lot of the creams and whites that we bought that day, but we still had money. So we went to the Christmas section and we bought some beautiful ornaments that we sell. But most importantly, we got our tree topper, our angel, and she's very cool and she's made of wire and she's mesh and she looks very handmade. She's not what your traditional angel would be. And we absolutely love her. So that's a really important part of our tree decorating. And Peter is the tallest person in our house. He gets to
Yes.
put that on. But everyone should have a special tree topper. And if you don't have one or you feel like yours has just seen better days, this tree topper from Crate and Barrel, it's modern, clean line, glittery, and you can get it in silver or gold. And it's just a star with pointed aspects to the star. So not like the 5-star. So they're all different points. It is really good looking. It really could fit with any decor. It could be modern. It could be traditional. It's very simple. And it's really well priced at $24.95.
My next item is gift wrap. And I spend an inordinate amount of time each year picking out the gift wrap because, it's going to be seen a lot if you have several gifts under the tree. I want something very unique and something I find really pretty. And so I looked at Minted and found some gorgeous, gorgeous wrapping paper there. The one that I selected for our list today is a block print, and it's got a green background, and the white images are of deer, Christmas trees, flowers, birds, and some snow. It's really pretty, and it actually comes in several different colors: blue, yellow, gray, aqua, and maroon.
That sounds so great. And with Minted, you're supporting an artist, so that's a terrific way to go. And so, Anita, do you wrap your gifts and leave them under the tree? Can people be trusted in your house?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Wonderful. A trustworthy crowd.
Do things get opened at your house?
Well, there might be a little peeking here and there. I don't know. I just assume maybe there might be some peeking. Peter does tell a story from when he was little that he got a Fran Tarkington jersey and he really wanted it. And he knew he had it. He actually wore it one day when his mother was at work and put it back in the box. Yeah. Really? So anyway, obviously he can't be trusted. He can only put the tree topper on. But with my girls, even though they're not that age anymore where it's, I still do it. I still do it the night before and they come down in the morning and voila, all these things have appeared under the tree. So
you do it the night Christmas Eve, you put them under there.
While everyone's sleeping and tucked in their beds, dreaming of sugar plums dancing in their heads.
Well, I run out of closet space, so I just put them down there.
Because you have all those dang dishes.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's the truth. And but Evie, when she was very young, because I thought if she goes snooping around, she's going to find them because I had them hidden in this closet, that closet.
Yeah.
And I told her, don't go looking for your gifts because if you see them, then it's not going to be a surprise. So I said, if you want it to be a surprise, don't even look.
Okay.
So
she likes a surprise. Okay.
She loves a surprise.
Oh, well, there you go. So you have to love a surprise for that. Okay, I'm back to possibly the top of your tree, but I think that this gorgeous item can be used in different ways. So everybody,
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing about Peter wearing that jersey.
Yeah, I don't think he went to school in it, but he wore it around. But that's, I guess he was so excited. So that's great. That was a great gift. And then he folded it back up and he put it, I don't know I don't think she had wrapped it already. It was probably just in the box in a closet somewhere. So obviously he does not have the self-control that Evie does. There you go.
No,
so
that's
yay,
funny.
Evie. Okay. Back to possibly, as I mentioned, the top of the tree, but I think you could use this item in different places, in different ways. And Anita's going to love it. She might start Googling it right now when I'm talking about it. It is they're calling it a tree topper from Terrain. It's shaped like a crown.
Oh,
and
I love it already.
You love it already, right? And it's a nice size. It's 4.5 by 8. And it is open. So really, picture like the top of your tree being like the top of someone's head. You'd have to have a good branch up there, which I really like anyone. You should really have a good branch at the top, right? Mm-hmm. And you could just sit the crown on it. And of course, you don't want too much of the tree sticking out. So you'd have to be, maybe Peter wouldn't be the best person to do that because I'd have to go up there and adjust it. But if you have someone who can put the topper on that way, way up there, sort of, you kind of have to fudge with it a little bit to make it sit right. But because it's open, I think keep it down, maybe on the coffee table, maybe on a side table or your entry table. I think you could put a candle in it. Just sit not a taper, but, one of the pillar type candles right in it. It's beautiful. It's gold, kind of a burnished gold, and it's got shapes of flowers and like fleur-de-lis, and it's got I'm assuming some rhinestones. There's some sort of sparkly bling on there, and it's only $48 from Terrain. Now, I say only $48. But I couple that with the word Terrain. Their store is pretty pricey, but everything I've gotten from there is unique, really well made, and I think that you can enjoy this item all year round.
Absolutely, because I have some little crowns similar to this. I took a peek while you were talking, and I have them sitting out year round. I love them, and I actually have a few on some moss balls, so they just sit right on it like it's a little head,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so those are beautiful, and I think you could use those sitting out on a stack of books. You don't even need to put
you don't even need a candle. You're right. Just sit it there. Really pretty. And you could just wear it around, like Peter wore the Fran Tarkington jersey. You could just wear it around home, like when you're doing your stuff. Just wear a crown.
Exactly. Or it could be part of your centerpiece on Christmas.
Yeah.
I think you could do a lot of things. So let's stay on the table.
Okay.
I found some beaded snowflake napkin rings. Now, this is a set of 4 for $19.96, and these have kind of blingy rhinestones in them, but they're shaped like a snowflake. So this would be so pretty, especially with when you got your lights going in your dining room. It would really reflect the lights in your chandelier, and then especially with a dark napkin in here, I think it would just be stunning and beautiful.
Oh, yeah. And that could work all through January, maybe even February, because it's not really screaming right. Christmas, right? It's not red and green or, those sorts of colors. So, yeah, lovely. My next one is cozy. I love a wool throw. I think I talked to you guys last year about a Pendleton throw that I invested in, and I love it. I brought it out again this year. It's more fall colors than Christmas colors, so it came out a little earlier. But this one, maybe I'll add to my collection for the Christmas season. It's really beautiful. It's by a company called Lulu in Georgia, and I've just recently had experience with them. I bought a console for a client from them, and the service was great. The quality is lovely. It is a really nice piece of furniture. So I think that they have a lot of good things, but they have not made this particular item. They are selling it through their store. It's made by a company based in Edinburgh, so it's a handmade recycled wool throw. It's the Stewart pattern or Stewart tartan. Anita knows more about tartans than I do, but it's red, greens, blue, gold, white, and green. If you see it, it's like a tartan plaid that you have seen before. It's probably as common as the black watch, but it's more in the reds, and the red is the main color. It's really lovely. It's $110, and I believe it's 57 by 70 inches, so it's a really good size.
And like the snowflake napkin ring, you can use this all winter. I mean, this would be so nice on those cold winters in January and February. I think it would be kind of just a nice special thing to warm up with. Right.
So much better than one of those throws you can get at Marshall's or TJ Maxx that's got a big giant reindeer on it, or it says Merry Christmas, or Santa's coming, or something like that. This is very classic, and I do think you could use it. I mean, if you live in a cold place, you could use it probably half the year.
Yeah, those wool throws, especially the tartan ones, I think they're just something you really keep forever as long as you keep your wool in good shape.
Hey, we'll be right back with the rest of the show, but keep listening so we can continue bringing you DTT. Go ahead, clean out your closet, then head straight to Quince. I love every item Quince offers, from wardrobe to decor, and I can really recommend their Ultra Stretch Super Wide Leg Pant at $49.90. The price is unbeatable, and the look is so flattering. It keeps you in on top and flares out of the bottom. Everything feels right with Quince. The price, the quality, and the sustainability. Quince offers a range of luxury wardrobe and home goods at prices within reach. And like Quince's clothing, their home goods are priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. Quince only works with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices, along with premium fabrics and finishes. Once you've cleaned out your closet and refreshed with Quince, you can also add something to your home decor. So give your wardrobe and your home the refresh it needs with Quince. Go to quince.com/DTT to get free shipping and 365-day returns on your next order. That's Quince, QUINCE.com/DTT for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/DTT. And let me know how you love those pants. BritBox just keeps getting better. The new Archie is amazing. And it's not the comics. It's about Cary Grant. Archie is the brand new limited series starring Jason Isaacs as Archie Leach, the man who became Cary Grant. From the award-winning screenwriter of Philomena, Archie tells Grant's born in Britain, made in Hollywood story, the dramatic grit to glamour transformation that led him to become one of the most famous people in the world. You are going to absolutely love the acting, but also the styling, the outfits, the scenery. It's the first time his story has been told in collaboration with his daughter Jennifer Grant and ex-wife Diane Cannon. The performances from Jason Isaacs and the rest of the cast are amazing, and it's only available on BritBox. So sign up for BritBox today to stream Archie and other fan favorites from any device. And we have a special limited time offer for our U.S. and Canadian listeners. Get 50% off, yes, that's 50% off your first month when you sign up for a monthly plan. But only if you go to BritBox.com and use our promotion code DTT at checkout. You're going to love Archie. So head over right now and get 50% off your first month of BritBox. Use the promotion code DTT at BritBox.com.
So my next item is a gorgeous decorative garland tie, or I should say a set of these ties. And you can use it to attach your garland to your stair rail. They look like velvet, the velvet ropes that you would use to tie back your curtains.
You mean like the ones that like you got to line up to get into the club, like a velvet rope?
Yes, kind of like that. They're smaller, but they have wire in them. Okay. So you can use, so they look pretty. If you see the wire, it doesn't look like wire. It looks like this little velvet, small little rope on there. So it's a set of 6 for $19.50.
That would be great. I think I might get a set of those because, as I said, I'm going Lovely Live and Less this year, so a lot of live. So I might be bringing a live garland down my staircase, and my banister is painted. So I'm always hesitant to do something like that because, especially with the live, it's heavy. Mm-hmm. And if you have to wire it around, I always think it's going to chip the paint or something like that. And I do like to use something that you can't see, because normally if you're just using like some sort of twine or something like that, then you can see it. It doesn't look so great. But this, if you saw it even, it sounds like it would look really pretty and it wouldn't scratch the paint off.
I think that's right. And it does come in a couple of different colors. Gold, green, and I think there's a maroon as well.
Oh, good. Well, then you could even get the green and just have it sort of even less obvious. Oh, righty. I love a candle. I particularly love candles that don't have labels on them because I don't want to show the label when I have a candle out, no matter what time of year it is. And I love to reuse the vessel that the candle comes in. I'm always doing that. I have little bud vases. Well, they used to be candle holders, or I'll use it for holding pencils or something like that. I have them all over the place. In fact, I have probably too many of them. In this one particular cabinet, I really should probably cull out some of those. But if anybody doesn't know the trick on that, when the candle is burnt all the way down where you really can't get any flame going anymore, just take the candle as is, put it in your freezer. 24 hours would do it. Probably just 3 or 4 hours would do it too. And then as the candle wax freezes, it pulls away from the side. So you should be able to just pop it out. Sometimes you just flip it over and it falls out, or you could pop it out with maybe like a butter knife, just stick it in the side, pop it out, and then clean up the vessel. Now, if it's something that was painted on top or it has some sort of coating on it, I would probably hand wash it. But if it's a glass vessel and the color is baked into it, feel free to just toss it in the dishwasher, and then you can use it for a myriad of reasons, right? All around your house. So now you're like, whoa, let's get back to the item. That was long. Okay. It's a pine scented candle. It's called Evergreen and Embers, and it's from a company called Patty Wax. They say they're a small company. They do sell on Amazon, but it's a small company selling on Amazon. We try to support those as well. And no need to scrub off the label because there is no label. But the vessel is this darling enamelware speckled cup without a handle. So just this little container for the candle. So cute. It's soy wax. It's hand poured in the USA. And it's truly evergreen because you get to easily reuse the container. And it's only $19.11 for whatever reason.
I'm surprised it's enamelware because usually it's glass so you can kind of see the light through the container. But this sounds like it's opaque.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of opaque candles where you just see the flame on the top.
Oh, okay. Well, very interesting. Yeah, that sounds wonderful because then you have the little cup that you can use later.
Yeah, super cute. And they come in green, red. I think there's a gray one. And they all have a little speckle on them, too, a little white speckle.
I love it. So my next item is super, super cute. They are Christmas tree ornaments, but they're shaped like a chair. So I thought, well, of course, DTT needs a little chair ornament to put on the tree. Now they're felt and they've got embroidery on them. So there's one that's pink and one that's aqua, but it has all of this delicate embroidery on them, and they're $20 a piece. But I think these would be so pretty to use not just on the tree, but you could put them in a cloche or just set them on a stack of books. These would be so charming to have sitting out in your house. And what a conversation starter. They're really unique.
I won't be able to stop talking about them. I know it. It's super cute. I love it. I have one more item today. It's an acrylic tartan plaid tray, and it's from Zazzle. Now, Anita introduced us to Zazzle, or introduced me to Zazzle anyway, and Zazzle has a lot of cool stuff, and we love a tray, and we love an acrylic tray, and this one, it's inlaid with the tartan on the bottom, so the sides are still the acrylic with no tartan, just clear, and then the handles as well. It's a really nice size tray. I thought it'd be really lovely to have out of the holidays. Now, I would say, could you use this all year? Well, it's plaid. It's a red plaid. Maybe not all year, but I think you could definitely carry this through the winter months and go through maybe February with it from Christmas. So that's a nice period of time to be able to use it. And it really looks like a nice tray. It would be another thing that would be a great gift because it's really not that expensive.
Well, and if you have some red in your room, I think you could use it year round, but obviously you would need a repeat of the red somewhere, I think.
Absolutely want to carry that around, getting the flow going on. You have something else?
I do. I have a couple more things. One is a 16-inch feather wreath, and it's been hand-painted with green paint. And it's so beautiful. It's from Anthropology, and the way the light hits it with the feathers, because, there's lots of texture, it looks like the color is changing, and it's like you're looking at a wave in the ocean somehow. It's really pretty. It's hard. I'm having a hard time describing it, but the color has lots of depth to it because some places are light, some places are dark because they're feathers. So it's really beautiful.
Is it dark green?
It's a dark green. Really pretty.
Wow. See, I wonder something like that, if you could even use that around Halloween time.
I think you could use it all year round. It's just very unique. And I don't really think it screams Christmas, but it does feel like something you could use for Christmas, obviously.
I love feathers. Remember that feathers that I bought at Round Top, that big stack of... Yes. Love those. Feathers are just so fun.
Yeah, you bought quite a few. I thought, wow, she really likes feathers. That's quite a few.
I didn't think she was going to sell me per feather. I was just like, give me the whole bunch.
Exactly. Well, one of my favorite things to do at Christmas time is to have an advent calendar for everyone to enjoy. And this one is a Whittered tea advent calendar. It has 96 bags and there's 18 flavors. So this is made in England. It is a luxury item at $79.99, but what a fun thing to have. Each day you can go in and pull that little packet out and make yourself several cups of tea.
Is it? So an advent calendar is usually what? The not the 12 days of Christmas, it's like 30 days, right? December 1st.
Well, 25 or 24 or even 30. Sometimes it's...
But this is 96. When do you start?
I think it's 24 days. I looked at it because
so it's
I thought,
multiple tea bags. You could have a tea party every day.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, well worth it then for $79. That's a lot of tea.
Yes, it's not cheap. I would definitely call this a
That's
luxury
less
item.
than $1 a bag. I'm just doing that math in my head right now.
Okay.
I don't think that's so bad.
Okay.
If you went to Starbucks every day for that many days, you'd spend a lot more money than that.
Yeah, that's true. So I just have a couple more items. One,
oh my gosh, you're outdoing yourself. Go ahead.
Well, I'm trying. I really got into the spirit here. So one is a pink bottle brush Christmas wreath. It is so pretty. It's got the pink on it, and then it's got lots of little shiny ornaments all over it in lots of different colors. And so 8 inches, this would be the size to put on the back of a chair or maybe hang, like you said, on your china cabinet or other cupboards on the doors. I think it would be so beautiful.
Oh, I love that. And I have the preserved boxwood wreath that's 8 inches hanging from my china cabinet with the little key that's in there. Well, it's not really a china cabinet. It's a secretary that has a roll top, but the top is glass shelves. So I have my glassware and whatnot in there. So similar to that type of piece of furniture. But I absolutely love that. And I do keep the preserved boxwood out all year long. Obviously, the little bottle brush tree has, a time frame, an expiration date every year. But every year it can come back out. But riffing off that, talking about the preserved boxwood, that is a wonderful item. I don't know if that made Anita's list. Preserved boxwood is wonderful for this time of year, but it's wonderful all year round. It looks as good in the spring and the summer and the fall as it does at Christmas time. Having the greenery is lovely all year round. I have a very large one from Ballard that's in my entryway, hanging in front of a mirror. It's there all the time. And then this little one hanging from that piece of furniture.
Oh, I love boxwood wreaths, and I do have some that I keep up year round. So I am with you on that one. But especially at Christmas time, they're beautiful. I did not have them on my list because I feel like I have them every year. So I thought, this year I'm not going to put the boxwood wreaths on my list.
You're branching out. Ha ha ha.
But not on that. Right. But my last item is not a branch out. And that is, I think you want some Christmas crackers every Christmas. We love having our Christmas crackers. And if you're in the UK, I'm sure you already do this, but a lot of Americans are still kind of learning about Christmas crackers. So those are those decorative, I don't know, what would you call it, kind of tubes of paper, and you pull the ends and it makes a popping sound, which is why they say crackers, like a cracking sound. And then it has a gift in it, a little funny hat, a really bad joke, and they're just so fun. So this is a set of 6. They have nutcrackers on the front, and these were at World Market for $26.99.
World Market has such interesting things. And it always freaks me out that they have food, but it's interesting food. And I guess the crackers are kind of in that department if you're in one of those stores. Have a look there. And what a fun thing to have on the table, particularly if you're inviting people that don't all know each other. If you've gone beyond your immediate family, it's a great conversation starter. Everybody sits down to the table. Sometimes that's a little awkward. And then you could pop open your cracker and everybody has a laugh, tells a silly joke. And of course, wears the silly hat, right?
Well, you have to do it at the beginning of the meal, so everyone wears the silly hat throughout the meal. That's kind of part of it.
That's fun. That is super fun. So what are we defining today?
Today we are defining chifforobe. This is a combination of a wardrobe and a chest of drawers. So one side is a wardrobe, or kind of like an armoire, where you would hang clothing. And so that side has a door that opens from the top to the bottom. And on the other side, there are drawers. So chifforobe, it's like, your wardrobe on one side and then the drawers on the other side. And sometimes there's a mirror on the door, but that's what it is.
My grandma had a piece of furniture that she called her chifforobe. I'm not sure in my memory whether it was exactly as you're describing, and maybe she just liked that word.
It probably was.
She definitely said, it's in my chifforobe. And I thought, that's so cool. My grandma was so cool. So, yeah, that's a nice memory to have you say that word. It made me think of her. Pesto pork chops over Parmesan polenta. Not that easy to say, but so easy to make with Green Chef. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit company for eating well, and we have such a great deal for you. You're going to save $250. Listen on for the details on that. Green Chef makes eating well easy for any lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat more balanced meals. You know, we're getting into the busy holiday season, so it's a perfect time to have Green Chef help you out. Let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season with their chef-crafted, nutritionist-approved recipes featuring fresh ingredients and nothing artificial. And you know what? You don't have to lose track of your healthy eating habits during the holidays. Every Green Chef customer gets a free session with their registered dietitians who will walk you through how to make clean eating work for you. So sign up for your free session and start on the road towards better health today. And the deal I want to tell you about, visit greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. So that's greenchef.com/DTT250 and use the code DTT250 for $250 off your order. Green Chef is a delicious delight any time of year, but especially during the holidays. What a wonderful vision to behold as the Green Chef boxes on your doorstep. Green Chef is the #1 meal kit for eating well. And it makes eating well so easy with plans to fit every lifestyle, whether you're keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, or just looking to eat a more balanced diet. So let Green Chef take the work out of eating clean this holiday season. And if you've got guests coming, shop Green Bundles. They're now available at the Green Market. It's your one-stop shop for nutritious grab-and-go breakfast, including vegan options, brunch kits, wholesome lunches, ready-to-eat snacks, veggie sides, and more. You can feel your best this December and do your best with Green Chef because they offset 100% of the delivery emissions as well as 100% of the plastic in every box. Go to greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT and get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. greenchef.com/60DTT and use the code 60DTT to get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. So my crush for today is something I think a lot of you will be interested in. You know how we always talk about you really can't chintz your draperies. Right? You can go without, which we love, or you can do something like a woven shade or a Roman or something like that. But if you're looking for draperies, I think it's really obvious when you don't invest in them. And I have mentioned that before, but I found someplace where you might be able to get the look without having to invest very much at all. And it's called... ready for it? It'll be easy to remember. halfpricedrapes.com.
Stop it. I need this website in my life.
Yes. Now, it might be, I'm new to it. I did order some samples and they come very small. So they're not like the big samples from Schumacher that I told you about. You can definitely not make a pillow out of these, not even a sachet. They're small, but they come really nicely wrapped in some cellophane with their card on it and their logo and whatnot. So it looks totally legit. You know, I always think if the samples look that good, it's not just like cut from the end of the bolt and they sent it off. I think that the product is going to be very good. The reviews are terrific. So if you spend some time on the site, scroll through and read the reviews, almost every single one of them I read was 5-star. And people were, and people were really surprised because like, oh, okay, half price. Yeah, it's probably a good deal, but, you know, might not be that great. They were like, this is custom quality. You know, looks like I spent thousands and thousands of dollars sorts of thing. I think what the limitation might be is that they only have certain fabrics. So maybe the deal is that they get the fabric cheaper, you know, so they're not going to have every single fabric you want, but they do have this collection of velvets. Now they're polyester velvets, but it feels really good. I got a couple of colors for myself and a few for some clients, and the colors are lovely. The feel is really great, and they're lined. So they come lined, some with blackout, some with privacy, depending on what you need. So I definitely think it's worthwhile if you're in the market for some draperies to take a look. They may not have a print that you're interested in, but they might have a solid that would work for you. Or maybe it's a thing kind of like, going antiquing or whatnot. Maybe you have to troll the site over a period of time, and maybe they get new fabrics. That's what I'm thinking it might be happening there. If they can get the discount fabric, then they obviously can save money there, and then they pass it along to you. So definitely worth a look. I'll put the link in the show notes, halfpricedrapes.com.
So exciting to find that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I may have some new drapes in my future.
Well.
Yeah, if I can afford those, that sounds great.
What's your crush?
My crush is a very relaxing video that walks you through how to make a beautiful paper lampshade. I don't really see myself making these shades, but watching the video was so relaxing. It's put out by House and Garden magazine in the UK, and all of their videos are just so high-end, and Rosie made it look so easy making these lampshades, but it's just kind of like one of those videos that's just very reassuring when they show you how to make something, where you just feel it just feels like everything's coming together and the world makes sense.
So here's a perfect afternoon or morning even. You open up your advent calendar, you make yourself a cup of tea, and then you turn this on. And you have no intention of actually going to get any of the supplies to make the lampshade. No. You just enjoy it, and then maybe you do a little Christmas decorating. That sounds really nice.
That sounds like a perfect morning to me. Well, and all these, the paper that she uses is just beautiful. So
is it all that sort of marbleized paper? That's what I'm picturing in my mind.
Well, there's some of that, but there's some that's just, maybe striped, checked, other kind of patterns, florals.
I recently had to go on a trip, and I spent an enormous amount of time in the evenings in a hotel room because I didn't really have anything to do or anything to go to. It was day things that I was doing. And I watched almost every single House and Garden UK video that's on YouTube. And I was in heaven. It was like a business thing. So it was like long days. And then I'd be in the hotel room. I'd get room service. And truth be told, I just can't even watch regular TV, and nor can I really even figure out TVs in hotel rooms. It's just too much.
Right.
I'm in a different place. They have different channels. I don't know how to log into my Netflix. I'm like, I know what I'm going to do. And so every night I would watch like 3 or 4 of them. It was just heavenly.
Oh, they are the best.
They are really good.
But I'm surprised you didn't see this one.
I didn't. Reason to go back on another trip. No, I'll make time for this one. That sounds really good. And knowing that I don't have to make the lampshade that's the most reassuring part.
It's the best part of it. Oh, thanks so much for hanging out with us today. And remember, we're here to inspire you to create a beautiful home. Until next time.
Want to talk to us? Well, we really want to talk to you. So let's schedule a design consult. Anita and I are here to give you individualized, actionable advice on how to create the beautiful home you want and deserve. It's so easy to schedule a design consult with us. Simply click the link in the show notes or head to decoratingtipsandtricks.com/consult. When we talk to you on the scheduled time, we will be ready with so many great tips, advice, and yes, tricks. So sign up today for a design consult. We can't wait to talk to you.